Good afternoon, students. Welcome back again. Right? We were discussing chapter number 7. We were discussing chapter number 7. The name of the chapter is The Adventure. Right? As there was a sound issue yesterday, right? We were not able to understand what was going on in this chapter. We have completed at least 10 to 15% of this chapter in the previous session. Right? Don't worry, I'll start the chapter again. Right? Tell you the small summary what we have discussed. Right? In today's session. Plus, I'll tell you the whole summary of this chapter, what this chapter is all about. Right? It is about the adventure, as I have said yesterday. What it is, right? Let's look at the summary. So the whole chapter would be very clear for you what is the message in this chapter. Right? So let's begin. The story centers on a historical event. It is a historical event. That means something has happened in the past. That is the historical event. Right? With the historian Gangadhar Pant. There is a historian Gangadhar Pant, right? Who goes into the history to find out what are the changes, right? Where was the changes that was taken place as per yesterday's session in the Battle of Panipat. Right? That was the thing that we have saw yesterday, right? And we stopped over there. So let's understand what this chapter is all about. This story is written by Jayant Narlikar and shows how Professor Gaitonde, Akka, that means same as Gangadhar Pant, time travels. In the history, there was a person named Gangadhar Pant, and right now Professor Gaitonde is trying to find the difference. What happened actually in the Battle of Panipat in today's situation, right? As per the books of history, is trying to research it out. It begins with Professor Gaitonde. Professor means Professor Gaitonde, wondering about the fate of India. What would have happened if this situation was not there? Would the history would change? That is a question mark. That is what he is finding, right? That is known as the fate of India. If we find something, what happened actually in the Battle of Panipat, right? That would change the concept or the fate of India, right? If Marathas has not allowed a concession to EI Company, that is East India Company. If Marathas, that means in Mumbai, that is Bombay, at that point of time there were Marathas. There were Marathas that used to stay even during the British era. Now it is clearly mentioned, if Marathas has not allowed a concession, concession means a kind of a liberty, to East India Company, to stay in Mumbai. They allowed, who allowed? The Marathas actually gave a concession or a kind of a liberty to the East India Company people to stay in Bombay at that point of time. If they did not allow that concession, Battle of Panipat would never happen, right? And there would never be certain situation like this, what is there in the history currently right now, what we are studying, right? Or what we know about the history of Battle of Panipat. That would have never taken place if this concept has not been there. That is, if Marathas has not allowed a concession to the East India Company to stay in Mumbai, right? He believes this era of Maratha soldier. He believes, that is Professor Gaitonde, when he reads the books of history, he personally believes that this era of Maratha soldiers during the Battle of Panipat cost a great deal. એવું કહે છે કે આ જે કન્સેશન આપ્યું ને ઈસ્ટ ઇન્ડિયા કંપની વાળાને, right before the Battle of Panipat, that was the mistake that was being done by the Marathi people at that point of time. History છે એટલે આપણે જે વસ્તુ છે એ એક્સેપ્ટ કરી લેવાની છે, right? અને પ્રોફેસર ગાયતોંડે છે એ પોતાના વ્યુઝ આપે છે when he reads the book of history, so we cannot even question it, right? એવું શું કામ થયું, શું કામ ન થયું, હિસ્ટ્રીને ક્યારેય કોઈ ક્વેશ્ચન કરી શકતું નથી. Whatever it is, you have to understand and you have to believe like that, because the more you read, the more you will find the difference. તમે હિસ્ટ્રી વાંચો, હું હિસ્ટ્રી વાંચું, બીજું કોઈ હિસ્ટ્રી વાંચે, તો બધાના કોન્સેપ્ટ્સ અલગ અલગ હશે. જે વાંચશે એવું એ સમજશે અને એવું એ બિલીવ કરશે, રાઈટ? એ જ વસ્તુ આ ચેપ્ટરની અંદર છે. પ્રોફેસર ગાયતોંડે believes, right, that if Marathas did not allow a concession or a kind of liberty to the East India Company people, Battle of Panipat would have never had happened, right? એમને ક્યારે Battle of Panipat માં કોઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ થાત નહીં. એવું પ્રોફેસર ગાયતોંડે હિસ્ટ્રી બુક્સ માંથી વાંચીને સમજે છે, and that is what has been expressed in this chapter, right? Moving ahead, he believes this era of Maratha soldiers during the Battle of Panipat cost a great deal, and because of that they had to suffer a particular loss in the Battle of Panipat, as they gave concession to the East India Company, right, at that point of time in history somewhere, right? As he is reading from Bakhar is the name of the book, that is what he is reading from, about Vishwas Rao, the person, the Maratha person, right, narrows escape in the battle against Abdali. Abdali સામે Battle of Panipat થયું હતું, and that was a narrow escape for Vishwas Rao. a narrow escape, small escape from that battle, right? Abdali, against Abdali. He meets with an accident and then he meets with an accident. Thus, the transitions from one world to the another, and through this we learn a great lesson with a perfect blend of history and science. પછી એક એક્સિડન્ટ થાય છે, એક ઇવેન્ટ ઓકર થાય છે, and there are changes that are happening. That is what he is reading from the books. Then there is a certain accident, there is an incident that happens with Professor Gaitonde, and he feels that because Maratha people gave concession to the East India Company, Marathi people lost the battle of Panipat. જો કે ના કર્યું હોત ને તો થયું જ ના હોત. As he meets with certain kind of incident or with an accident, right? અને એ વાંચે છે એટલે એનામાં પરિવર્તન આવે છે. He feels and he thinks that this is the reason why the battle of Panipat was being lost, right, against Abdali, and there was a narrow escape for Vishwasrao. Thus, it is a perfect or a great lesson with a perfect blend of history and science. Right? આપણે આ ચેપ્ટરમાં બહુ મગજ સ્ટ્રેસ નથી આપવાનો. ઇટ્સ એન હિસ્ટોરિકલ કોન્સેપ્ટ and it is a view given by Professor Gaitonde. એક પોતાનો વ્યૂ છે એ જે વાંચે છે અને એ પોતાનો વ્યૂ એક્સપ્રેસ કરે છે. What is in the view? That if Marathas has not allowed a concession to the East India Company, Battle of Panipat would not have happened and some history would be changed. So history આખી કંઈક અલગ જ હોય. Right? Our concept આ chapter ની અંદર છે, and that is what the adventure is all about, and he is traveling from one to the other places. This is the summary. I hope the whole concept of the chapter of the adventure is clear. Right? એ વાંચે છે અને ફીલ કરે છે that this should not happen. આવું ના થયું હોત તો આવું થાત, આવું થયું હોત તો આવું ના થાત, and somewhat like that. And that goes to a probability section. Right? હવે history છે એ બધું already થઈ ગયું છે. હું વાંચું છું વધારે ને વધારે એટલે મને એ કોન્સેપ્ટ ફીલ થાય છે આ વસ્તુ થઈ એના લીધે આ પ્રોબ્લેમ ઊભો થયો. But that is a part of the history. That I cannot change. But I am just expressing my view as I am a professor by a particular by my field, and I am reading more in the terms of research in history, and I am able to say certain kind of things based on probability. So whatever his suggestions are, that is over here. That if Marathas had not allowed a concession to the East India Company at that point of time, Battle of Panipat would not have happened. Right? This is what it is, and this is where the adventure lies. So it's a mix of history and science, right? So let's move ahead. I hope the summary is clear. All right? Moving towards the main chapter, that is on page number 62. Right? We are beginning from half of the page. Yes, to his relief, the town hall was there and it did house the library. He entered the reading room and asked for a list of history books, including his own. That બધું આપણે જોઈ ગયા હતા ગઈકાલના સેશનની અંદર. Still I am repeating it again. Right? His 5 volumes newly arrived on his table. He started from the beginning. He started to research. He started to find out what the actual reason was during the Battle of Panipat, why it happened, and what was the reason the Marathi people wrote, how was a narrow escape for Vishwasrao. All the things he wanted to find from the beginning. કેવી રીતે બધું સ્ટાર્ટ થયું. Right? Then he 5 volume અલગ અલગ હતા. 5 volumes means 5 different books, and he started reading all the volumes. Right? I am repeating the name also that has been given. He started from the beginning. Volume 1 took history up to the period of Ashoka. Volume number 2 to Samragupta. Volume number 3 to Muhammad Ghori. Volume number 4 to the death of Aurangzeb, and volume number 4 up to the death of Aurangzeb. Up to this period, history was it he knew it. ત્યાં સુધી એને કોઈ જ પ્રોબ્લેમ નહોતો. એ જે હિસ્ટ્રી સમજતો હતો એ જ હિસ્ટ્રી હતી, and that was acceptable for Professor Gaitonde. Right? The change evidently had occurred in the last volume. એ જે પાંચમું વોલ્યુમ હતું ને, the 5th book, where the change was. He thought something should not be like this, something should be like this. Right? હવે એ પાંચમી બુક વાંચવા બેઠો. Who? Professor Gaitonde. Right? Moving ahead. Reading volume 5 from both the end inwards. બંને બાજુથી વાંચવાનું ચાલુ કર્યું, so that it would be more easy for him to understand what the history book it is. Right? Gangadhar Pant finally comes. Gangadhar Pant means he goes himself back into the history. Who is Professor Gaitonde currently right now? He is moving back into the history, and Aki, right? Professor Gaitonde, Aki Gangadhar Pant, that is in the historical concept, right? He moves into the back. So Professor Gaitonde and Gangadhar Pant are one and the same person, right? Reading volume number 5 from both the end inwards, Gangadhar Pant finally converged on the precise moment when history had taken a different turn. એને ક્યાં કેવું લાગે છે વોલ્યુમ નંબર 5 માં ગંગાધર પંતે that history would have taken a different turn. આમ ના થયું હોત તો હિસ્ટ્રીએ કદાચ કંઈક બીજી રીતે યુ ટર્ન લીધો હોત. રાઈટ, વોટ ઇટ ઇઝ, સે ઇટ ઇઝ બીન ગિવન. That page in the book described the battle of Panipat. That page in the book, એ વોલ્યુમ નંબર 5 ની જે બુક હતી એમાં એક પેજ હતું, described the battle of Panipat, and it mentioned that the Marathas won it handsomely. એમાં એવું લખેલું છે that it mentioned the Marathas won it handsomely. Abdali was routed and he was chased back to Kabul. હવે એ જે બેટલ હતું એમાં અબ્દાલી સામે જે બેટલ હતું, he was chased back, that means એને પાછો ભગાવી દીધો હતો. કઈ જગ્યાએ? his place, to his place, that is Kabul, by the triumphant Maratha army led by Sadasivrao Bhau and his nephew the young Vishwas Rao, right? એ બે જણાએ પ્લાન કરી, બેટલ ઇશ્યુ કરેલો, વોર ફાઇટ કરેલી અબ્દાલી સામે, and અબ્દાલીને ભગાડી દીધો હતો, right? They made him move back towards his place, that is Kabul, and they won it handsomely, and it was being led by Sadasivrao Bhau and his nephew, right? That is the young Vishwas Rao. The book did not go into a blow-by-blow account of the battle itself. Rather, it elaborated in detail its consequences for the power struggle in India. Gangadhar Panth read through the account evidently. The style of writing was unmistakably his, yet he was reading the account for his first time. Their victory in the battle was not only a great moral booster to the Marathas, but it also established their supremacy in the northern India. The East India Company, which had been watching this development from the sidelines, got the message and temporarily shivered its expansion program. Right? That is what has been written in the history books. એ વાંચે છે અને જે વાંચે છે, right, એ બધી વસ્તુ એક્સપ્રેસ કરે છે. And he says in volume number 5 that the battle was extremely or handsomely won by the Marathas, and they were marching towards north of India. Their territory, their area, their volume, that is the number of Marathi people, was increasing on a very large scale, right? And their victory in the battle was not only a great moral booster for the Marathas, but it also established their supremacy in the northern India, right? એ લોકો પોતાનું જે ટેરિટરી છે ને પોતાનું પોપ્યુલેશન છે એ વધારીને ધીમે ધીમે આગળ જતા નોર્થ ઓફ ઇન્ડિયા ઉપર ચેઝ કરતા હતા, right? That is what he is reading from the books, that is from volume number 5, right? એટલે એ જે વાંચે છે એ જ વસ્તુ આની અંદર આપેલી છે, and that is what we are trying to understand, right? The East India Company, હવે એ ટાઈમે તો બ્રિટિશ એરા હતો, right? So there was East India Company. So the East India Company, which had been watching this development, એટલે એ જે નોર્થ ઇન્ડિયામાં East India Company જે હતું, they were there and they were watching all these kinds of situations that the Marathas are winning, they are covering the territory, they are moving ahead towards the north of India, right? The East India Company, which had been watching this development from the sidelines, that means they were watching from the side that the Marathi peoples are getting stronger and stronger day by day, right? Got the message and temporarily shivered its expansion program. એ લોકો East India Company પોતાનો પ્રોગ્રામ હતી જે ડેવલપ કરતા, they were trying to even develop their own territory, right? ઇન્ડિયાની અંદર એ લોકો આવી ગયા હતા, they entered through a particular nation of India and they were even trying to develop to different states. East India Company એક જગ્યાએ બીજા સ્ટેટમાં, ત્રીજા સ્ટેટમાં, and that is how they were planning to develop their own territory. But the Marathas were getting stronger and stronger, right? એ લોકોએ પોતાનો જે એક્સપેન્શન પ્રોગ્રામ છે એ સ્ટોપ કરી દીધો, right? Moving ahead. For the Peshwas, the immediate result was an increase in the influence of Bhau Sahib and Vishwas Rao, who eventually succeeded his father in 1780 AD. 1780 AD. AD means Anno Domini, right? And BC means before Christ. 1780 ની વાત છે, so that is a long history, right? And it is clearly mentioned Bhau Sahib and Vishwas Rao, એટલે એનો જે nephew હતો એ, who eventually succeeded his father. એમના ફાધર જે રૂલ કરતા હતા એના કરતા પણ સ્ટ્રોંગર ટેરિટરી, સ્ટ્રોંગર એરિયા અને એમનું પોપ્યુલેશન વધારે ડેવલપ થતું ગયું, રાઈટ? Even which was there at the time of his father, they were even more stronger in the year 1780 AD, right? The troublemaker. Now there was a troublemaker in the Maratha, that is Dada Sahib, was relegated to the background when he eventually retired from the state politics. Right? હવે એ સમયની અંદર પણ politics હશે, and there was one person even in the Marathi people. The name is Dada Sahib, right? He was a little bit of troublemaker for his nephew, that is Vishwas Rao and Bhau Sahib. But you know the politics which is being played today in our country, right? એ ટાઈમમાં બી politics હતું, but A level, historical level માં politics હતું. he was being removed. He was being removed, and that is relegated to the background. પાછળ નાખી દીધો એ વ્યક્તિને, right? And he eventually retired from politics. Eventually retired from politics, right? Moving ahead. To its dismay, the East India Company met its march in the new Maratha ruler Vishwas Rao. East India Company કોને મળી? વિશ્વાસ રાવને મળી, right? The new Maratha ruler Vishwas Rao. He and his brother Madhav Rao, Vishwas Rao and his brother, the name is Madhav Rao, combined political acumen, एक आखी political party ऊभी थी, with valor and systematically expanded their influence all over India. બે ભાઈએ ભેગા થઈને એક પાર્ટી ઊભી કરી અને આખા ઇન્ડિયામાં એનું ઇન્ફ્લુઅન્સ ક્રિએટ કર્યું, right? The company was reduced to pockets of influence near Bombay, Calcutta and Madras, just like its European rivals, the Portuguese and the French, right? ये जो कंपनी હતી ને, ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी, બે થી ત્રણ જગ્યાએ રહી, બે થી ત્રણ જગ્યાએ. Which are the two and the three places which were being there? That is near Bombay, near Calcutta and Madras. ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी નો બી એવો જ પ્રોગ્રામ હતો કે આખા ઇન્ડિયામાં ડેવલપ કરવાનો. During the British era, before independence, they wanted to develop East India Company in the whole nation, but Marathi people એટલા strong હતા, they were more and more getting powerful day by day. એટલે બે ભાઈ, that is Vishwas Rao and Madhav Rao, right? They combined the political acumen, that is they made a huge political party and developed in the nation. આખા ઇન્ડિયામાં ફેલાઈ ગઈ. એટલે શું થયું? ઈસ્ટ ઇન્ડિયા કંપની બે થી ત્રણ જગ્યાએ વધી ગઈ. Where? That is near Bombay, near Calcutta and near Madras, just like its European rivals. East India Company belongs to Europe. હવે એમના rivals કોણ હતા? ઇન્ડિયાની અંદર પણ પાછા બીજા કન્ટ્રીના લોકો હતા. That is the Portuguese and the French. Portuguese, the Goan people, right? You might have studied a baker from Goa. 10th standard માં એક ચેપ્ટર આવતો. હવે એમાં આપણે હિસ્ટોરિકલ કોન્સેપ્ટ્સમાં એવું જોઈએ that they belong to the Portugal people, that is the Portuguese, and they traveled themselves from the sea route through Goa, right? India is a place before independence where there were a lot of European and the other people who came and settled down in India, right? ઘણા બધા એવા દેશના અલગ અલગ લોકો હતા જે ઇન્ડિપેન્ડન્સ પહેલા ઇન્ડિયામાં રહી ગયા છે, right? They have stayed and they have made India as their home. That is why India is a mixed economy today, right? एक समयમાં દિલ્હીમાં પર્શિયન લોકો હતા. The Persian language was being spoken in Delhi, right? એટલે તમે હિસ્ટ્રીની બુક જોવા જાઓ ને, you go back and back day by day, year by year on the previous years, right? જેટલું તમે બેક જશો એટલા તમને અલગ અલગ કન્ટ્રીના અલગ અલગ લોકો જાણવા મળશે ને જોવા મળશે that they were staying in India, right? They were staying in India because before independence it was not like that. People were being welcomed in India, right? આપણો જે સંસ્કૃતમાં એક કોન્સેપ્ટ છે અતિથિ દેવો ભવ, that means guests are our God, right? They are always welcome, right? So many people from different countries of the world, they came down in India and settled in India at their own place, right? And the next generation goes on, right? આપણે જે છે એ બધું next generation છે and it moves away, right? So this is what it is. જે તમે background જોવા જાઓ ને nation, so even there were Aryans and Dravidians, that is what you have studied in SS also, right? In 10th standard. એમની પહેલા કેટલાય લોકો હતા જે ઇન્ડિયામાં રહી ગયા હતા. There were certain European people who even stayed in India before the Aryans and Dravidians. We will not go into that concept because it is a too big concept, right? But whatever has been given in this book, that is what we have to understand, right? એટલે ઇન્ડિયાની અંદર before independence, this volume number 5, જે પાંચમી વોલ્યુમ છે ને જે બુક વાંચે છે, right? હવે એમાં એને એવું જોવા મળે છે કે મરાઠા લોકો જે છે, the Marathi people, right? They have made their huge territory and they have developed in the whole India. And what happened because of that? East India Company was in certain states, just like near Bombay, Calcutta and Madras, just like its European rivals, that is Portuguese and the French, who even used to stay in India. This is what you are learning. How તમે ક્યારે learn કર્યું હશે નહીં, and this is where the adventure is happening, right? You are learning some historical facts which you have never learned, which you might have never thought, And that is what Gangadhar Pant is reading from the books, and this is where the adventure is occurring, right? That is why the name of the chapter is Adventure, right? Moving ahead. For political reasons, the Peshwas kept the puppet Mughal regime alive in Delhi. Political reasons na karane, right? Delhi ni andar Mughal Sashan, right? Mughal regime that was being kept alive in Delhi, right? Politics માં ઘણી બધી વસ્તુ એવી હોય એટલે એ સમયની અંદર જે પોલિટિકલ ગેમ્સ રમાતી હતી તો દિલ્હીની અંદર મુગલ શાસન હજુ પણ હતું એ સમયમાં, that is in 1780 years, 1780, right? In the 19th century, now coming to the 19th century, right? This de facto rulers from Pune were astute enough to recognize, de facto means forceful rulers, right? Who the Marathas, right? And the strongest power of them. Rulers from Pune were astute enough to recognize the importance of technological age drawing in Europe. હવે એ લોકોને જેમ 19th century આવતી ગઈ એમ મરાઠા લોકોને ખબર પડતી ગઈ, now it is transforming, the nation is transforming, the world is transforming into a technological age that is drawing in Europe. યુરોપની અંદર ટેકનોલોજીનો કોન્સેપ્ટ દિવસે ને દિવસે સ્ટ્રોંગ થતો જાય છે, right? And that is what is going to make a big change in the whole nation or in the whole world, right? They set up their own centers for science and technology. Here the East India Company saw another opportunity to extend its influence, right? They set up their own centers for science and technology. કયા યુરોપિયન પીપલે પોતાના સેટઅપ ગોઠવી દીધા for science and technology, right? European people, East India Company people બને એક જ છે એટલે પાછું East India Company વાળાને એવું થયું it is a second chance to develop our field in this nation, that is in India, right? So it is clearly mentioned, see here the East India Company saw another opportunity to extend its influence. જેમ influence ઘટી ગયું હતું ને, right? Because of the Marathi people who ruled over many places and they were marching towards north of India, અને બે ભાઈ પોલિટિકલ પાર્ટી ઊભી કરીને આખા નેશનમાં પોતાનું શાસન અને પોતાનો પાવર દેખાડી દીધો, રાઈટ? થોડાક સમય પછી 19th સેન્ચુરીની અંદર યુરોપિયન નેશને ટેકનોલોજીનો કોન્સેપ્ટ ડેવલપ કરી અને એ લોકો આગળ વધવા માંડ્યા. હવે એ જ યુરોપિયન નેશન that belongs to East India Company that was there in India, એટલે જે ઇન્ડિયામાં ઈસ્ટ ઇન્ડિયા કંપની હતી એ લોકોને એવું થયું we have the second chance and what we will do is we will put our own centers of science and technology in India, right? So we will have a second chance to develop ourselves in the Indian nation, right? That is an India country, right? Here the East India Company saw another opportunity to extend its influence. It offered aids and exports. They were accepted only to make the local centers self-sufficient. The 20th century brought about further changes. Now 19th પછી જો 20th century આવે છે. Now there are more further changes that are happening, right? Inspired by the West, India moves towards a democracy. India moves towards a democracy. 20th century લોકો વધતા ગયા, population વધતું ગયું, અલગ-અલગ caste, અલગ-અલગ culture, અલગ-અલગ languages, religion, right? Different beliefs in God. That is all we have studied in the part of history, social science and standard times, right? The same situation was happening in India in the 20th century itself. The number of population, the people, the belief, different state, different languages, different God was increasing on a very large scale, right? આ જે છે એ બહુ હાયર લેવલના સ્કેલ ઉપર વધતું જતું હતું. So in the 20th century again brought further changes. એટલે 20th century માં પાછા changes આવ્યા, right? Inspired by the West India moves, West India, that is the west part of the India, right? That is our side, towards democracy. West India je hatu, that people who were living in the west part of the India, they were moving towards democracy. What is democracy? For the people, of the people, and by the people. A complete freedom which has been given to the people to think, to react and to act on certain situation as per their own right, right? As per the constitution, right? By then the Peshwas had lost their enterprise and they were gradually replaced by democratically elected bodies. હવે જે પેશવાસ હતા, મરાઠાસ હતા, right? એમનો પાવર ધીમે ધીમે ઓછો થતો ગયો, right? કારણ કે લોકો દિવસે ને દિવસે જાગૃત થતા ગયા. They started to become more active day by day. તો એમનું જે રાજાશાહી હતું, right? પહેલા તો બધું રાજાશાહી હતું ને, કિંગ વોઝ ધેર. હરેક પણ કન્ટ્રીમાં કિંગ હોય, સ્ટેટમાં કિંગ હોય, right? અને એ જેમ કે એ પ્રમાણે જેની પ્રજા હોય એ બધું કામ કરે. That kind of concept was being there even before independence. The Britishers used to rule in India અને જે Britishers law બનાવે એ પ્રમાણે બધું ચાલતું. પછી જેમ પોપ્યુલેશન વધતું ગયું ને એમ માણસ દિવસે ને દિવસે વધારે સ્માર્ટ થતું ગયું. People started to get more active and that led the Peshwas coming towards that drawback. એટલે એ લોકોને ખબર પડી ગઈ હવે રાજાશાહી ચાલશે નહીં. People are getting more on the democratic side. That means people want the freedom. People wants the freedom, right? Peshwas had lost their enterprise and they were gradually replaced by democratically elected bodies. That is election થવા માંડ્યા, right? The Sultanate at Delhi, હવે જે મુગલ્સ હતા દિલ્હીમાં the Sultanate at Delhi survived even this transition. જ્યારે elections થવા માંડ્યા તો જે મરાઠા લોકો હતા એમનું ઇન્ફ્લુઅન્સ ઓછું થતું ગયું, right? And they were being replaced by elected bodies. એટલે લોકો નક્કી કરતા હતા એ આ એરિયામાં આ વ્યક્તિ હેડ હશે, આ એરિયામાં આ વ્યક્તિ સરપંચ હશે, આ એરિયામાં આ વ્યક્તિ પોલિટિક્સમાં હેડ or any field, right? Such kind of things, right? એ એમાં હેડ થવા માંડ્યો. So that means they were moving towards the election concept, right? Again there is a difference between selection and election. Selection US માં જે વોટિંગ થાય એ સિલેક્શન છે અને ઇન્ડિયામાં જે થાય એ ઇલેક્શન છે. I hope you understand the difference between selection and election. Election, it is our right. આપણે જેને મરજી પડે એને મત આપીએ છીએ. We give the vote to whom we think is correct. That is what is known as election. And selection means selecting few. There are 3 to 4 options and you have to select anyone. That is what the US presidential system is, right? So this difference should be understood. So this was the concept that was happening in the western part of the India, and they were being replaced by the particular democratic bodies, that is the elected bodies. And even in that time the Delhi Sultanate, that means જે મુગલ્સ હતા ને જે દિલ્હીમાં હતા, right? એ આ સેશનને પણ સર્વાઈવ કરી ગઈ. દિલ્હીની અંદર હજુ પણ રાજાશાહી ચાલતી હતી, right? અડધું ઇન્ડિયા જે છે એ ધીમે ધીમે 20th century તરફ ડેવલપ થતું હતું, and people were making more a democratical concept that we want democracy, and that was spreading in India. That was spreading in India. અમારા words નથી, these are the volume 5 books as a part of the history that has been written, and that is what we are trying to understand as a part of the adventure, right? Even at that point of time the Delhi Sultanate survived this transition, right? આ સમયને પણ એ લોકો સર્વાઈવ કરી ગયા, which was a very difficult phase, right? અને દિલ્હીની અંદર એ સમયમાં હજુ પણ રાજાશાહી ચાલતી હતી, right? ઇમેજિન કરો અડધું ઇન્ડિયા ડેમોક્રેટિક છે અને અડધું ઇન્ડિયા જે છે એમાં હજી પણ જેમ કિંગ કે એ પ્રમાણે દેશ અથવા સ્ટેટ ચાલે છે, right? Moving ahead, the Sultanate at Delhi survived even this transition largely because it wielded no real influence. The Shahanshah of Delhi was no more than a figurehead to rubber stamp the recommendations made by the central parliament, right? પછી એક ટાઈમ એવો આવ્યો, right, કે દિલ્હીની અંદર રાજાશાહી તો હતી, કિંગ પણ હતો, સ્ટેટ પણ હતું, but it was just like a stamp. એ જે રાજાનો ફોટો કેવો પેલા સ્ટેમ્પ ઉપર લગાડે અને ઓફિશિયલ ડોક્યુમેન્ટ્સ ઉપર મારવામાં આવે, એની વેલ્યુ એના જેવી જ હતી, રાઈટ? તમે કોઈ સ્ટેટના કિંગ છો પણ તમારી પાસે કોઈ પાવર્સ નથી, because majority of the nation was transforming itself into a democratic nation. Delhi was also there, but the king was just like a puppet. એ જે રાજા હતો ને puppet જેવો હતો, જેમ તમે પ્લે કરો ને એ પ્રમાણે રમે. રાજાશાહી પણ ચાલતી, but the whole nation was transforming itself into a democratic party or democratic nation, right? So there was no value of a king even though there was a king in Delhi. It was just like a stamp paper which we fix on the official documents or on the official papers. એના જેવી એની value થઈ ગઈ હતી, right? The Shahanshah of Delhi was no more than a figured rubber stamp, right? Rubber stamp. The recommendation made by the central parliament. As he read on, જો જેમ જેમ આગળ વાંચતો જાય છે, Gangadhar Pant began to appreciate the India he had seen. એને બહુ ખુશી થઈ, wow, we are moving towards a particular nation which is totally a democratic one. It was a country that had not been subjected to slavery for the white man. એને વાંચ્યું એટલે એને સમજ પડી that it was the country, India is a country which is not subjected to a slavery. કોઈની ગુલામી કરવાની રહેતી નથી, especially the white man. Who are the white men? The foreigners, that is the Britishers, right? It had learned to stand on its feet and knew what self-respect was. આ બધું એને ક્યાંથી ખબર પડી? When he was reading that book, and he was feeling very happy. He was feeling very happy કે ઇન્ડિયા ભાઈ એક ડેમોક્રેટિક નેશન છે અને કોઈની ગુલામી કરતો નથી એન્ડ પોતાની રીતે સેલ્ફ ડેવલપમેન્ટમાં આગળ વધે છે, right? From a position of strength and purely commercial reasons, it had allowed the Britishers to retain for purely commercial reasons. What is a commercial reasons? Commerce means a trade. What is a trade? Exchange of goods and services. લેતી દેતી, કોઈ વસ્તુ લેવાની, કોઈ પૈસા આપવાના. Purely professional business, right? From a position of strength and for purely commercial reasons, it had allowed the British to retain Bombay as the sole outpost of its subcontinent. That lease was to expire in the year 2001 according to a treaty of 1908. 1908 માં treaty sign થઈ ગઈ, right? અને એ treaty એવી હતી that Britishers will be allowed in India but only for commercial purpose till the year 2001. Till the year 2001. I am repeating that lines again. See, try to understand. This is a very historical concept. Bombay માંથી મુંબઈ થઈ ગયું, right? That was the time, right? A treaty પૂરી થઈ અને પછી બોમ્બે માંથી નામ ચેન્જ થઈને શું થઈ ગયું? મુંબઈ. This is how the name was being changed, right? A treaty ક્યારે સાઇન થઈ ગઈ? 1908 માં. I am repeating it again. See, from a position of strength, એટલે democratic nation ની બહુ મોટી strength હતી, right? And for purely commercial reasons, that means for business reasons, it had allowed the Britishers to retain Bombay. Bombay Mario chalse as sole outpost. You will be only allowed to stay in Bombay. That is only your outpost. You will not be allowed to shift anywhere else, right? On its subcontinent, આખા continent માં એક જ જગ્યાએ એ લોકો રહી શકતા હતા, that was Bombay. The lease was to expire in the year 2001. Lease means a contract was being done by that people, the democratic nation, when it was developing. 2001 સુધી જ you will be allowed to do the business. Then you have to leave this place, right? And according to a treaty of 1908, આ treaty ક્યારે બનેલી? 1908 ની અંદર, right? આ બધું વાંચે છે and he is feeling very happy. Gangadhar Pant could not help comparing the country. He knew what he was witnessing around him, but at the same time he felt that his investigations were incomplete. એ વાંચતો તો બહુ ખુશ થતો હતો, પણ એના જે ઇન્વેસ્ટિગેટ કરવું હતું, જે હિસ્ટ્રીમાં જે ચેન્જીસ થયા એ ગોતવા હતા, એ એને હજુ મળતા નહોતા. He was not able to find the convenient historical changes that he wanted to find out from the books. He was not getting that kind of changes, right? He was being happy from inside as an Indian. Wow, India બહુ સ્ટ્રોંગ થતું જાય છે. But એને જે વસ્તુ જોઈતી હતી એ બુકમાંથી હજુ મળતી નહોતી, right? But at the same time he felt that his investigations were incomplete. How did the Maratha win the battle? A main question છે. Battle of Panipat Maratha કેવી રીતે જીત્યા, right? How did they win? To find the answer he must look for the accounts of the battle itself, right? એ જે battle થયું, battle માં શું થયું, કેવી રીતે એ લોકો જીત્યા, તો એ battle જ વાંચવો પડશે. એ book જે battle ની છે અથવા એ જે સ્ટોરી છે એ જ મારે વાંચવી પડશે, તો જ મને ખબર પડશે how did they win the battle. He went through the books and the journals before him. At last among the books he found one that gave him the clue. It was Bahu Sahib Baji Bakhar, right? He found one at last among the books. એને ઘણી બધી books વાંચી. He found one that gave him the clue. એક book માંથી એને clue મળ્યો. It was Bahu Sahib Baji Bakhar, right? Bakhar, it is the name of the book, right? Although he seldom relied on the Bakhars for historical evidence, he found them entertaining to read. પછી એને આ બુક વાંચવાની ચાલુ કરી. બાખર નામની બુક જે છે એ એને વાંચવાની ચાલુ કરી. And even he found it more entertaining, right? He found them entertaining to read, sometimes buried in the graphic but doctored accounts. He could spot the germ out of the truth. That means he was able to identify what the truth is as what has been written in the historical books. Doctored accounts means manipulated accounts. કોઈ accounts એવું હોય ને જેમાં ક્યાંય નાના મોટા માઇનર ચેન્જીસ હોય તમે તરત પકડી શકો કે ભાઈ અહીંયા એક એરર છે, અહીંયા એક ભૂલ છે, right? He could spot the germ, that is he could find where the error is of the truth. He found one now in a 3-line account. 3-line accounts ની હતી, એમાંથી એને એક error મળી of how close Vishwas Rao had come to being killed. How close Vishwas Rao came to being killed. એ લાઈન એને મળી ગઈ accounts ની, એમાંથી એને ખબર પડી કે વિશ્વાસ રાવ તો મરવા આવી ગયો. Then how can we say that battle of Panipat was easily being won by Marathas, right? So he got the clue from this book. And then Vishwas Rao guided his horse to, બીજો વ્યક્તિ હતો, રાઈટ? કોણ? વિશ્વાસ રાવ guided his horse to Meli where the allied troops were fighting. એ પોતાનો હોર્સ લઈને એ જગ્યાએથી ભાગી ગયો અને ખબર હતી that I'm going to die, right? To the allied troops, એટલે બીજા ટ્રૂપમાં જતો રહ્યો, બીજા એરિયામાં જતો રહ્યો, right? Where allied troops were fighting and he attacked them, and God was merciful. A shot burst past his ear, એક shot લીધેલો, okay, that passed his ear, right? Even the difference of a till CCM would have led to his death. Arrow કોએ પાસ કરેલો and that went close from his ears, right? એ જો એને ક્યાંય બી ટચ થઈ ગયો હોત તો એ મરી ગયો હોત, right? વિશ્વાસ રાવ would have been dead. At 8 o'clock, the librarian politely reminded the professor that the library was closing for the day. રાતના 8 વાગી ગયા. અને એટલું બધું વાંચ્યું that it was night, right? 8 વાગી ગયા, right? And it was closing for the day. ગંગાધર પંત emerged from his thought. એમાંથી બહાર નીકળ્યો, રાઈટ? આખો એ હિસ્ટ્રીમાં અંદર જતો હતો. અત્યારે તમે કેમ ડીપ હિસ્ટ્રીમાં જતા રહ્યા? એ જે બુક વાંચતો હતો એમાં એ એકદમ ડીપ હિસ્ટ્રીમાં જતો રહ્યો હતો, રાઈટ? Looking around, he noticed that he was only the reader that was left in that magnificent hall. એક જ હતો, બાકી બધા જતા રહ્યા હતા. I beg your pardon, sir. May I request you to keep these books here for my use tomorrow morning? By the way, when do you open? Right? By the way, when do you open? Right? I request you, આ બુક અહીંયા ને અહીંયા રાખો, right? આવતીકાલે સવારે કેટલા વાગે લાઇબ્રેરી ખુલશે? Please do not touch this book. I will come again tomorrow and I will read this book. Right? Okay. What happens next? Does he come tomorrow back again? Does he read the book? What is there? What is the twist in the story that he is reading? Then we'll find out in the next session. We are stopping the video over here.